of you. Okay, today we will come back our economics class. So, yesterday we already completed our third chapter, poverty as a challenge, and I said that today I will discuss this exercise, NCERT exercise in your book. Okay, so from this chapter, any queries, students? Yes, Shomnath, good afternoon. Any problem? Any questions? Any queries? Okay, see in your exercise, first question is describe how the poverty line is estimated in India. So in India, how we estimated our poverty line? There is a two-way, right? There is a two level. One is the income level, another is the consumption level. So, in minimum subsistence of level, we mention we have to fulfill our basic requirements, which are the food, clothes, okay, and health care, primary education, shelter. So these are. So if the and the physical for the how we calculate poverty line for these commodities and the physical quantity of these commodities, we multiplied with its price in rupees, right? So first you mention in India the estimation, we can estimate the poverty line by two way. One is the income level, another is the consumption level. And how we measure it? Whatever we need in our daily life, the physical quantity of these commodities with multiply with its price in rupees. Clear? Students, only Shomnath is in class. Others, where others? Response me. Okay. So, for the income level, according to whose income below rupees 1640, they are below the poverty line. Okay, this is for the rural area. And for urban areas, this one. Okay. So, this is for per month. Okay. Per capita income per month below 1640, they are below the poverty line, and in urban areas who earn per month below rupees 2270, they are called under the or below the poverty line. This is according to the income level. If we say according to our consumption level, you know that. Tell me, according to consumption level, what is the calorie intake for the rural area and for the urban area? Nafisa, uh, 2400 for rural area, very good, and 2100 for urban area. Okay, very good. Okay, why this difference is there? Rural area and urban area, why the calorie intake is different in between two area? Okay, so because rural areas people work hard than urban areas people. Yes, Nafisa, because the physical effort is more in rural area is more than in the urban area. Very good. So you understood, all of you understood how you write this answer of these questions. First you have to mention by the two way we can calculate the estimation of the poverty in India, income level and consumption level. Next, how we measure this, we can calculate the physical quantity of the minimum level of subsistence which are under the commodities or the services which are under the minimum level of minimum subsistence level of living. These commodities, physical quantity of this commodity multiplied by the price of its and in rupees. Okay, because it is India, our currency is rupees, and after then you measure the what is the income level for the rural and urban area and what are the consumption level for the or the calorie amount of the calorie intake in for the rural and urban area. So first questions clear to all? Arpit, Nafisa, Somnath, Suhana. Okay. So next, do you think that present methodology of poverty estimation is appropriate? So we calculate the poverty by an imaginary poverty line, correct? So this method is appropriate. What do you think yourself? Nafisa typing something. See, all over the world, each country uses different imaginary line for poverty. Yes, Nafisa, you are correct. The present methodology of poverty estimation is not, we think this is not appropriate. Why? Because the various country they uses various imaginary poverty line, because the poverty status for various countries is different. Okay, we can give one example. This is already in your book you have. For the United States, the buying car or one who have no car, this shows they are the poor persons or poor people. But for India, who have the car, they showing their luxury. Okay, so that's why the various country differ by the various poverty situation, and this imaginary line of the poverty is different for the various country. That's why this present methodology is not appropriate. So all of you can write yourself these answers. Today you will write this answer, otherwise you will forget this and you send in e-portal. Shagnik, understood what I said? Okay, next Describe poverty trends in India since 1973. Which one, Sagnik? I told that whatever question answer I discuss now, these are, you just listen now carefully and write it now and send it in e-portal for checking. Okay, see the next question, question number 3. Describe poverty trends in India since 1973. See, this answer already given in your book. Page number 32, poverty estimates. Poverty estimates. Okay, here we discuss about the poverty from or since 1973. Okay, so here you write like that, the since 1973 to 1993 poverty declined from 55% to 36%, and in 2000 it declined in 26%. Okay, just write down in very shortly or in very simple sentence. If the trends continues, people below poverty line may come down to less than 20% in the next few years. Although the percent of people living under poverty declined in the two earlier decades, 1973 and 1993, the number of poor remained stable around 320 million and for long period, and this one again reduces to 320 to 260 million. Just only write down this sentence. Okay, so first you mention whatever the percentage was in 1973, then its decline in 1993 how much, just these are mentioned. Clear to all of you? Yes or no? Poverty trends? Poverty trends in India, okay. Next questions. Discuss the major reasons for poverty in India. So these questions answer I already discussed in earlier class. So now you tell me the answer. What are the reasons behind the poverty in India? Discuss the major reasons for poverty in India. Just mention 5 to 6 reasons, and these are described in 2 sentences. Yes, Somnath, unemployment. So here again I write here colonial rule, low rate of economic growth, huge population, unequal income, distribution, large population, income in not income in Somnath, income inequalities, not income inequalities, not this is not correct. Income inequalities. Nafisa, this one correct point. Many policies, many schemes are there, but not proper implementation or bad implementation. Correct, Nafisa? Yes, unequal distribution of resources. This one also correct. Here also we can write unemployment. So write down or mention 5 to 6 points and describe in 2 sentences. Okay, describe it in 2 sentences. Poverty dense, not poverty dense. Trend. Question number 3. Poverty trends in India. Poverty trends in India 1973. Very easy this one, Somnath. Just you have to mention what was the percentage in 1973, then decline in 1993. It was 55% in 1973 and decline to 36% in 1993. Yes, Nafisa, these all are the points are correct, but you have to describe these points in only within the 2 sentences, not more than. Okay, next. And Somnath, this poverty tense, you will get this answer in your book. See page number 32, poverty estimates. Whatever I told, all are given in these poverty estimates. Now the next questions. Identify the social and economic groups which are most vulnerable to poverty in India. So let's see. Can I rub the points? Reasons of poverty in India. Okay. So 5. So write down social group which are most vulnerable to poverty are scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. They are under the social groups which are most vulnerable to poverty. And the next one, economic groups which are most vulnerable to poverty are landless, labor in rural area and casual workers in urban area. Urban areas. So, social groups, I repeat here, everyone see on the board, social groups which are most vulnerable to poverty are scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. Economic group which are most vulnerable to poverty are landless labor in rural areas and casual workers in urban areas. Clear? Everyone, clear to you? Okay. So, next one, give an account of interstate disparity of poverty in India. Here you can discuss the, you take some states and all the condition of the poverty among these states you can write in this answer. Okay, understood? Somnath, what you are typing? So, we already seen in India there are, yes. So, I discuss here question number 6. In India, there are so many states and the poverty condition varies among the various states. So, already you can give the example for the West Bengal, what is the condition of the poverty for the Bihar, Orissa, Madhya Pradesh, they are the poverty ridden states. So, all you can mention these are. So, this 6 and 7, global poverty trends and the interstate disparity in India, you can get from your book this answer. Clear? Okay, next, describe current government strategy of poverty alleviation. Here also you can mention 4 to 5 poverty alleviation program like National Rural Employment Guaranteed Act, National Food for Work program, then Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana, then Gramodaya in your book also are given Rural Employment Generation Program, Pradhan Mantri Gramodaya Yojana, then next Antyodaya Anna Yojana, you can mention all these are in the poverty alleviation program. Okay, now number 9, see, answer the following questions briefly. What do you understand by human poverty? That yesterday I already given human poverty. Okay, who are the poorest of the poor? This also I given. Anyone tell me? Nafisa, Suhana, Shagnik, anyone tell me? Who are called the poorest of the poor? Poorest of the poor. Mohang. Who are called the poorest of the poor? women, children and old people. Very good, Arpit. Okay. So next question, what are the main features of the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act? So first we can write it assured under this NREGA 2005 assured the 100 days work. Then you can write it started with the 200 household of the household from the 200 districts, and later it extend up to 600 districts, and 1/3 of the job for the 1/3 portion of the women jobs are reserved for the women. So these are the main features of the National Rural Guaranteed Act. Okay, so these all are these answer. So anyone have any problem? You can write yourself, or from this any answer. Nafisa. So all are completed this exercise. So you try to write down yourself and send it in e-portal. I will check. And from this question, anyone have any problem from these questions, then obviously then also write in the chat box. Okay, I will give the answer. Okay, very good, Nafisa. Yes, Arpit, send it in e-portal. I will check. All of you, not only Arpit and Nafisa, all of you. Okay, very good. So today we will have no more time. So today I will stop here. Yes, Shagnik, what you want to tell? Now it is working. Shagnik, now it is working. Okay. So next day, from the second chapter, we will solve some MCQ. Okay. Okay. So for today, I will stop here. Thank you, students, and bye.